Hi, my name is Carmen Spear. I'm from Donley, Minnesota. I'm a sophomore Ag Communications and Ag Leadership major here at SDSU. I wanted to come to SDSU because I really liked the homey vibe that kind of came with the town and the university. I felt very welcome and accepted by everybody, and I really wanted to kind of have the same feel I did growing up, and I just felt super comfortable here. Yep, so I grew up on a crop and hog farm. We grew soybeans, corn, and wheat every so often. So swine is kind of my big background, is what I want to go into. I always tell people I want to teach without being in a classroom. I think ag education is super important, but I feel like there's a bigger importance in educating the older population as well, just because schools might not have an ag program, and it's up to us ag communicators to reach those people who didn't grow up with that. So I'll be working for Minnesota Pork, so they have two kind of general interns, and then we run their Oink outings, which is one thing. So Oink outings are kind of like you go around, especially in the Twin Cities. There's kind of a booth, teach people about ag, sometimes we have food there. And we also get producers involved in that too. So a large part of our job will be helping producers teach them how to speak to consumers and how they should share their stories. I definitely like social media in general. Being able to kind of like put together digital media and photography. I think that's really fun to be able to kind of mesh the two medias together in one platform. Before I go to my internship, I just signed on to go to Turkey for 2 weeks. So I signed up for a study abroad trip to Turkey, which focuses on political science and agriculture. So we're going to do a lot of cultural visits, so museums, tourist sites. We're going to Istanbul, and we're going to 2 other cities, I believe. Bursa and Cappadocia and Ankara. So we're going to do a lot of kind of just general tourist sites, kind of things like that. And then we're also going to visit a couple of farms. I definitely always wanted to study abroad. I never in a million years would have thought of in Turkey. I was always like, oh, I want to go to like Italy and see like the grape farms and like the wineries, kind of things like that. Or like New Zealand. New Zealand has like huge agriculture differences from here, and all of a sudden this Turkey trip came up, and I thought it was perfect because it's only 2 weeks, kind of a shorter amount of time, but still long enough that we can do a ton of stuff. I think SDSU is preparing me for the future by giving me all these opportunities and helping me get through them. One thing that I was really worried about was I am so involved, like how am I going to still have a social life? How am I going to avoid burnout? And there's just so many people here who are like willing to help you. My academic advisors, they're always like, if you just want to talk a little bit, to kind of just like chill, just like reevaluate everything, come and talk to us. And I just think everyone is so supportive here that they want to help you succeed. They want to help you move forward and have these experiences, but also be a good person.